What's going on, Cardinal Nation? Well, man, what an absolutely very tough loss today. There's no word to describe the feeling in this game. Losing 6-3 to the Philadelphia Phillies in the first game of the playoffs in this best of three wild card series. And the Phillies, pretty much out of nowhere, scored 6 runs in the ninth inning. We had a 2-0 lead, and they came all the way back, 6 runs in the ninth. And yeah, so, and, you know, I was pretty much in disbelief, really. Uh, Ryan Helsey, who had an apparent injury, threw 33 pitches, uh, and yeah, trying to get the save, and, felt really confident. We had one of the best relievers in baseball all season long, uh, and yeah, flamethrower looking to get the save and give us a series lead and a chance to move on tomorrow. Uh, he struck out 2 batters but walked 2, gave up 4 earned runs. So, anyway, it was a pitcher's duel throughout between Jose Quintana and Zach Wheeler. Uh, Quintana would retire the first 7 batters, and then uh, Zach Wheeler was just as good. Uh, yeah, and Jose Quintana would go 5 and a third scoreless innings. Gave up just 2 hits, walked 1, struck out 3. He was outstanding, as he's been just outstanding ever since we acquired him at the trade deadline. And then, after he struck out Kyle Schwarber, who, by the way, Kyle Schwarber this year led the National League with, I think, 44 home runs, something like that. I know he hit at least 40 to lead the National League. And then, yeah, after he struck Schwarber out, Jordan Hicks would then come in and would get Rhys Hoskins and JT Realmuto. And then in the bottom of the 6th, Tommy Edman, a leadoff single, and Lars Nootbaar walk for runners on first and second for Albert Pujols. However, Pujols will ground into a double play. Pujols, a few years ago, set the major league record for most double plays grounded into. Uh, so it's not a stat probably once, but that would have sent Edman to third. Paul Goldschmidt coming to play, but he would ground out, so we would strand a runner on third. So, and then Giovanni Gallegos, a scoreless 7th inning. And then in the bottom of the 7th, Zach Wheeler would get Nolan Arenado to fly out, but he would be done. And then Jose Alvarado would come in for the Phillies. Would get Brendan Donovan to ground out, and then Dylan Carlson with a walk. And then Juan Yepez pinch hitting for left fielder Corey Dickerson, and Yepez would hit a 2-run home run on the first pitch he saw to give us a 2-0 lead. The crowd would go crazy. And yeah, and Yepez, who's had a very solid rookie season, missed some of the season with an injury and also being sent to the minors. But yeah, the biggest moment of his brief major league career, so that would give us a 2-0 lead. And then Gallegos would start out the 8th, would get a lineout, and then would walk Bryson Stott. And then Ryan Helsey would come in, would get a strikeout and a pop out. And then 1, 2, 3, 8th inning. So we just needed 3 outs and a good start. Hoskins would strike out, but then JT Realmuto with the base hit, and then Bryce Harper and Nick Castellanos with with walks to then load the bases for Alec Bohm, a chance to tie the game. So that was when, you know, it was really not looking good. And Alec Bohm would be hit by a pitch, uh, and so that would score a run, and then Helsley would be done. Uh, and then Andre Palante would come in trying to get the save, the rookie. And, well, the first batter he would face, Gene Segura, a base hit, scoring 2 runs to give the Phillies a 3-2 lead. And then Bryson Stott with a ground out that Paul Goldschmidt was trying to throw home to get the force out. But former Cardinal Edmundo Sosa, who was pitch running, would be safe. And then Marsh with a single, and then Kyle Schwarber with a sac fly to put the Phillies up 6-2. So, yeah, just in disbelief. Just a massive turn of events. So we'd be down by 4. Arenado with the base hit and Dylan Carlson with the walk to then bring the tying run to the plate, and Nolan Gorman, and he would have an RBI single, and Yadier Molina trying to tie the game, but he would strike out. So now we are in must-win territory. The second game, and it's win or go home for the Cardinals. If we win, we force a deciding Game 3. If we lose, the season and the careers of Yadier Molina and Albert Pujols are over, and we have Miles Michaelis getting the start. Aaron Nola goes for the Phillies, so this is a very tough matchup. Nola, who had an outstanding season, he had like 240 strikeouts, so averaging like 10 strikeouts a start. So he's been had an outstanding year again. But Michaelis was also outstanding. So, but Ryan Helsley, I don't think he'll be available for this game. So, and yeah, it just seems like 2 runs won't be enough. So, could be another pitcher's duel, but hopefully, fingers crossed that we force a Game 3 and have at least one more game. So till Saturday, 7:30, Counting Spigot saying go Cards.